Hi guys, Squall here, and welcome back to the third and final part of the Mudrunner American DLC series of videos that we've been doing. If you remember, in the last episode we basically delivered some of the logs to the lumber mill. We've got 7 of 8 points down there and 0 of 8. So essentially if we can haul another 7 to the other mill, then the only thing we'll have left is 1 point in each one, which won't take very long at all. So what I've done is I've relocated the Western Star, which is what I dropped logs off in. I've put it to here. My intent was to take it down to where the short logs are. However, I've slightly overshot the turning point, so we'll have to sort that out in a minute. And I've also taken the Western Star over to this set of medium logs. And I know there are some here, but this one is the furthest away one, so I thought, let's do the difficult one now, and then hopefully we'll get an easier one next time round. So first thing I need to do is we need to activate the crane. Let's get the anchors on, and we shall pick these logs up and take that, try and get it in the middle. Should be about there-ish, I reckon. There we go. That should do it. And then we'll spin it around. Let's get a better view. Try and haul it and just try and keep it along the center axis of the truck itself, like that. That should give us the best balance. Okay, let's turn them off. Let's do that. And yep, that's not so bad. Okay, so we just need to get our way out of here now. It's a little bit tricky through this bit, but it's manageable. So if we maybe go, let's see, that way, and then past the logs there, and I need to get all the way over to here. So if we just head for that bit, and then there, and that should be perfect. Would help if it wasn't in reverse gear. I hope you're enjoying the videos, guys. I mean, it is fun to do some Mudrunner. He says completely stuck on a rock or something. There we go. Yeah, I think there was a rock in the ground. There it is, just off the left wheel there. One rock in the mud, and that will absolutely ruin you. I think I need to keep left here. Through there. It is very, very swampy around here, like I say. Very swampy, and you do need a decent truck to get through it, but this one is more than up to the task. It's not bad actually, but there are trees around to sort of haul yourself through. Now, if I remember, that water's... I think we can go through this bit. Wheels are spinning. Let's drop it down the gear. It's amazing how much more traction you get just slowing down. Just letting the tyres get a chance to grip. And then you go faster. Right, let's get this thing over there, and then we'll load it up. I have to relocate the truck. Load this thing up, and then we can pick up the other short logs while we're there as well. And then we can figure out how the heck we're going to get it all out of here. Right, so now we've just got to get this thing. I've tried to position it, and I really hope we can do this. I need to get down here in one piece, because failure is not actually an option. Let's just keep going and hope that it works out. May get stuck, of course. There we go. Nice. I had to reverse it a little bit just to get it into position, but we're good. I left a little gap there, so we could just get round the side. Actually, no, we'll go around this way. We'll keep this vehicle on this side of and we'll have to take the crane around the other side, maybe. Now they are short logs. We need to load these mediums up first. So what about if I stop there? Let's try that. And we'll change to the other vehicle. And let's go round the side. I really hope I can get through that gap. Don't think that tree's going to move. Engine power. There we go. Right, so if we just get ourselves there. And then reverse back. Should be in a position to hopefully load at least one up. Okay, let's try that. Put the anchors down, activate the crane. These are the mediums, so these go on the front. So the back, not the front. The other front. I have to say the camera is deeply annoying in this game. It makes the job a lot harder than it really is, you know? That's not good. Let's see if we can do better than that. That's more like it. That's what we're after. Let's get the crane arm out, and we'll quickly change truck. Start this up. And we should be able to load that up. There we go. Stop the engine. Change back. Right, let's grab these things. See how bad the crane is, like the camera. I'm not sure how many logs there are though. Last time we grabbed, I think, was it 3? And it said we needed another one. So I wasn't sure if I missed one out or whether I can only do that many at a time. Yeah, I did miss one. There's a log there still. Don't think we can reach from here. That's very annoying. I wonder if we can actually reverse a little bit. Just gotta watch out for the articulation. Okay, let's try that. Wow. You really don't want to move, do you? Let's try it in reverse 1. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. A little bit more. Keep going. That should do it. Nice. Okay. Quite happy about that. Change truck. We'll have this thing loaded in no time. Yeah, look at that camera. Great stuff. That looks decent, I think. Yep, that's in. Turn the grab around. Let's check fuel level on this truck. I think it's getting quite low. I have got a fuel truck up on the road up there, in case we get a bit stuck. But it's not really designed for off-roading, so getting it down here could be a bit of a problem. Boom! Right. 7 points. Let's have a look where it just spawned. 2. Oh, it spawned long logs. What a scumbag. I think we might have to try and do shorts. I don't really want to do mediums again. Because if I remember the way this game works, like I've got 1 point left in each, or will have 1 point left in each of the garages, but I think if you take, say, 4 points, it doesn't just deduct 1, it just unloads the entire 4, which is really annoying. In other words, you end up over-delivering. Okay, let's go there, and then we'll take this route back because it worked quite nicely last time. Let's get into second gear. And let's get out of here. So same thing again, just need to work our way around now. Around the map, drop these off, and then come up with a strategy for the last 2 points. Ideal solution, I think, would be if we can possibly configure 2 off-road trucks, each to take short logs. However, I don't know. Let's try low gear. Why are you stuck, bro? There must be a rock. There's one, I can see it. That one rock was ruining my day. And continues to ruin the day. We're at the limit. She hasn't got any more power. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going, otherwise I'm going to have to go and get the artillery to get us out of here. I think we've got this. Keep the momentum going. Just shows you, though, doesn't it, how on edge we are right now. We're at the limit of what this thing is capable of doing. Just one wrong turn and the whole thing stops. Find a better course and it's good. Yeah, I don't think we can reconfigure 2 shorts, because I think this truck and the one behind us, although having said that, I've got a feeling that this truck can be reconfigured to have a crane and short logs in the back. However, we may still come a cropper with it, because once we take the short logs, it might not spawn short ones again, see what I mean? In which case we'd have to pick up some logs and just move them and hope it spawns short ones again. I'll figure it out. Don't worry, let's get this thing home. Well, so far so good again. Made it to the halfway point, which is good actually, because we're getting quite low on fuel. 232 litres, yeah, blimey. We'd burned quite a lot. Although last time I was here it was quite a bit darker, so it's only 1700 in the game. This is the trickiest bit, like you've got to stay right on the outside of this. Why get the inside tyres in the mud? It could cause a bit of a problem. So as long as you stay around the outside of that, generally it's okay. Right, so I think what we'll do is we'll take this all the way around to the drop-off point. We'll drop it on the one that we've not dropped any on so far, so we'll put them both on 7. And then what I might do is drive this truck back to the garage that we're heading towards now. If you remember, the garage is in the southwest part of the map, bottom left. We go past it and then turn away from it shortly after the bridge here. So I'll go back there and see if I can reconfigure this to have a crane with short logs, and probably maybe do the same with the other one. And then hopefully we can just haul short logs to finish the whole thing off. Because I don't think, like I say, I don't think they ever fixed that problem where you over-deliver the points. Which is frustrating really, because quite frankly, the fact that I'm carrying 3 points worth of logs, and then I turn up to a place that only needs 1 point worth of logs, like surely logic dictates that they would just take a third of my stuff. Yeah? They just take 1 point worth. Like, why do I have to deliver all of my logs and lose everything in order to just deliver 1 point? It doesn't make any sense to me. But I think that's the way the game still works. Essentially means we have to do 2 deliveries. Cross the bridge. quite a low bridge, this, as well. Look at it. Like, the clearance room here is inches. It really is. So yeah, you got this climb, and then if you turn right there, that's where the garage is that we unlocked, so stick the all-wheel drive on. Need it up this bit. So we're going to head left. I'll show you where we are now, actually. Have a quick look at the map. Just put the gears in. Need a bit of diff lock through that mud. There we go. Just put the brake on. Yeah, so basically what I did was I took those logs and we went up through the town there, went all the way along that road, all the way down, refueled there, then came all the way down here, jumped across the bridge. Bottom left is a garage. So what we're going to do now is go here. And if you remember, this was a real pain. But there's no... Well, the only other option is to go all the way around that way. So as long as we use the winch again, we'll be able to get through here. I think we'll be fine. Here we are, the dreaded bend. Last time I was here, it was also nighttime, which made it even harder. Let's drop down a gear. I think it's pretty unavoidable no matter what line you take. Let's find out. Maybe I just had a bad line last time. Actually, this looked a lot better. Yeah, obviously I just took a bad line because it was completely black when I came through here last time. So it's totally doable. However, I think the last time it came through, the winch was definitely what I needed to do. I'm pretty certain it would have tipped over if I'd have carried on. As long as you stick to the outside, you're good. Now, I need to remember which one we delivered into here, because this should be the lumber mill. I've got a feeling the right one's got, yeah, the right one's got 7, so we'll go to the left one. Definitely. Okay, let's see if that does it. Okay, I'm not seeing the option. We're just in the wrong place, maybe? Maybe I need to get the truck bang inside. Unload 7 points, there we go. However, it's kind of highlighting that one, but I think it's unloaded in this one. I really hope this has worked. Yes, right, 7 of 8. Cool. Right then, so I'm going to turn around. I'm going to head back out. We're going to go all the way to this garage here, because it's a lot easier than to get to that one. So we'll do a quick U-turn. Let me see if we can't reconfigure this truck. You need to be careful that you don't reverse too hard though, because you will actually detach the truck. It will decouple. Like, Euro Truck lets you get away with things like that, and so does Farm Sim. Not this game. Here we go. Back at the garage. So first thing I'm going to do, apart from stop the engine, 5 litres refueled, woohoo. Okay, let's reconfigure. So, if we take off the medium log trailer attachment, and what else have we got installed? Log carriage, get rid of that. So log carriage with a crane allows you to carry 3 short logs, which is pretty much perfect for what we want to do. I could do with some more fuel, to be honest. Right, so here's the plan. Fuel station is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around to here, grab some fuel, then we're going to head back over that way. And we can take short logs. There are 4 short logs here. We can take 3. So we could, in theory, go that way, or we could loop back that way. It doesn't really make a huge amount of difference, but I suggest it's probably better if we go that way and take a left. Let's go with that one. So yeah, we'll drive there, fuel station there, turn left here, and then we'll head off down that way, and we'll go to here. I'll also need to get the other Western Star, which is this one, and we'll need to take this up to this garage and reconfigure it and bring it back. Now the fuel truck is here if I need it, so we could bring this back and meet there if we need to, if this needs to grab any fuel. But I think it's okay, we'll have to see. So I'll get these repositioned, and then we should be good for our final run. And we can finish this map off. You know, it's a pity the cockpit in this thing looks so rubbish. Because at night time, especially in this thing, driving first person is actually quite an authentic experience. I mean, obviously I'd seat my seat a little higher because I can't actually see what's going on. I feel like a 10-year-old driving. But, you know, you're getting thrown around everywhere. You can't see what you're doing. It's so, like... I was going to say, is it refuel? You've got the weight behind you. It's just, only for this obnoxious interior, horrible overlay, ridiculous arms and stuff. But in terms of how it drives, absolutely brilliant. Look at it. The visibility's there, it's just great. They really need to work on this. If they get the first person side of this nailed, this would be a very different game. Then you could have like a hardcore mode. Hang on, we might go left here. Then you can have a hardcore mode where you can only play, like you can only drive the vehicles in first person, which would be completely nuts. Okay, we're skidding. There we go. Right, here we are at the garage with the second truck. This is the other garage. $99 litres refuel, that'll help a little bit. Okay, so same thing, get the loader off, get the loader of the crane on. And then get this thing back into the mix and get it loaded. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I've brought myself over to a medium log. Pickup point is I'm going to pick these logs up and then move them away a little bit, and that should spawn some more logs, which hopefully, fingers crossed, will be short logs, which is what we're after. Okay, should do it. Anchors down. Try and hit the midpoint. We just... Oops. That's not good. I don't know if that's going to count or not. We'll just do that for now. Proceed to drive away. I don't know if it's going to do it now because I've dropped a log there. I might have to move the other one as well. I don't know how far you have to move it before it triggers. think it should have done it by now, shouldn't it? Let's try that. Let's go back and pick up the other log and see if that triggers it. Because I've not seen it say more logs have spawned. I don't know, I'm just discovering things about the game that I don't know how they work, like game mechanics and stuff. There it is. Because it's still quite close to the spawn point though, isn't it? So it kind of stands to reason that it matters. Come here, you. Get up, scumbag. If this doesn't work, well, I don't know what to try. There we go. So it was that, right, so now we can just get rid of this and hope that we got lucky. Go over there. What did we get? Medium, empty, long, medium, and short. Okay, I have another theory then. Let's reset the crane. Stop the engine on this one. My other theory then is let's pick up these short logs and move them. And maybe it'll spawn some more short logs somewhere. Otherwise we're going to get really, really unlucky. Because all we can carry now is the short logs. Should do it. Okay, brake set. Anchors down. Okay, is that on? We got all four this time. Winning at life. Let's try the other camera view. Nice. Let's click that. Lovely jubbly. Cool. Right, so now we just need to navigate our way out of here. Can't go that way again, can't go that way again. See, I just don't know if we can risk this. Personally, I don't think that'll work, and I think we'll end up not being able to haul the logs. Maybe if you put another vehicle here, or you had another player, you know, something to attach to, maybe it would work. Like, you could take the skidder. The skidder would work, because it's quite heavy. You could put that there, and at least you've got an option to haul it out. At this stage in the game, given where we are, though, I think I'm just going to play it safe, and we'll just get this thing out of here and leave. Right, I'll get that done. Right, I've finally made it around with some of the short logs, so we're going to find out now if it's going to consume all 3 points to fulfill one. I think it probably will. I really hope it won't. Let's try the far one first. There we go. Unload. Loaded 3 points, and then we get one option to unload. So yeah, it's just going to empty everything here. Plus 3 load points. Great. Thanks. So yep, I never bothered to sort that one out. So now I need to go back to the other Western Star And I've been desperately trying to get it to generate some small logs, but it's just having none of it. It just keeps generating, look, long, 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 medium. This thing is massively trolling me right now. So I'm going to have another go. I had a theory that maybe it will only let me have like one lot of short logs, and because I still hadn't delivered them, maybe it wouldn't spawn anymore. So, yep, I shall persevere and try and get it to spawn some small logs, at which point I can actually go and finish this map off. Right, guys. I have tried in vain to get this thing to spawn short logs for me, but it just keeps going, oh, let's have some more long, let's have some more medium. So I've got a cunning plan, as Baldric would say. What I'm going to do is this is going to be my last attempt to try and get it to spawn some short logs. If it doesn't, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of these, try and get them smack in the middle and get every one of them. Should be 3 in total, I believe, mediums. And I'm going to move it over to this thing. And bring it in. Try and get it as stable as I can in here. Like that. Okay. And here's my plan. Okay, actually I can probably just slightly push it down like that. There we go. I'm going to drive away and see what this spawns. And if it doesn't spawn short, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go back to the garage. I'm going to put these logs on the floor. Hopefully, they won't despawn. I'm going to put the medium trailer on the back, pick the logs back up, throw them in the back, drive down. Job's done. Let's see how that goes, shall we? Hopefully the game won't troll me any more than it's already done. Okay, so new logs. Long, medium, long. Yeah, it's just pure scumbaggery. Is what it is. So, yeah, we're going to go for plan B. I'll get this thing back to the garage and we'll see what we can do. Okay, back at the garage. And this is where we put theory into practice. So I'm going to try and just drop them just outside of the crane pillars. What's going on? Weird. UI. It's just weird. Let's try and put them here. Hopefully me going there won't despawn anything. Lay them next to each other carefully, then with better luck they won't spread too much either. Let's turn it away from the bumps. Okay. So far, so good. As long as I don't drive too far away. My thought is that they will stay there. I'm seriously, I'm looking at them. I don't you leave. I'm still here. Don't you go anywhere. Right. Now I still need... There we go, medium log cart. Still need a crane because I need to pick these things up. Anchors, crane. I really hope this works. I feel like a mini victory. Try and get it so that they... that's it. Beautiful. This is where you find out the crane won't actually reach in the back. Which would be great news, wouldn't it? Okay, that looks good. Lovely. Something is blocking. Gee, what could it be? What? You know what, I'm just going to reset that. We'll do that. And then we'll click on it. 4 load points for the win. Victory is complete, squirrel. Okay, we should be good to go. Just got to go for that nice long drive around the map. And then we can knock this thing on the head. We're on the home straight. We're coming up to the dreaded corner. However, there is one interesting side effect of not having any logs on the front carriage. Weight. Friction. I've now got this horrible situation where I'm trying to haul some logs through mud, and because I don't have logs on my front section of the truck, there's not enough weight pressing down on the wheels, as you can see, so the tyres are now spinning. Didn't anticipate this one. I'm just glad that it's daylight as I'm taking my favourite bend. We try and stick wide. I just need to get through this little section here and then it's all downhill, so this is the trickiest bit right now. If necessary, I can always use the winch to either hold the truck or the trailer. Let's just keep it wide for now. Don't want that to take a short cut through that corner. Yeah, ironically, with the logs on the back, this was actually a lot easier. There we go. I think we've nailed it. Finally. Right, let's up the gear. Right, we're on the home straight. Dead ahead, and it's all downhill. And we have completed one of 2 maps in the single player of the American DLC. There are 2 other maps, the challenge maps as well. So, you know, on the whole, as a DLC, I think there's plenty to keep you going here. Like new vehicles, new attachments, and 4 new maps. For what, about $11? I think that's a pretty good deal, actually. I just wish they'd do something about this cockpit. Just make it a better game. Stop focusing on DLC where you can make money. Right, you're going to let me unload? Okay, this should do it. 4 points. That's all, folks. Game finished. Grizzly Creek. Time played. 4 hours, 38 minutes. That's how long it took me. An hour of that was just faffing around. At least an hour of that. That's like... There's more playtime here than I actually recorded because I spent an hour just trying to get this thing. Remember when I dropped the long logs? I spent an hour trying different things to get them back on the trailer. Wasn't having it, so I had to do different things. But I got everything else unlocked, and we got a 4-star. We did it on hardcore. Progression points earned. So, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, guys. And until the next one, take care. Happy trucking.